We have massive, huge, incredible news that has to do with XRP, Ripple, the SEC, and guess what? There is a lawsuit that has been dropped. We got more information. We're going to dive into this in just a moment. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more XRP news updates, things that are rumors going around with the community space, then don't forget to hit subscribe. Also, it does help us out if you hit that thumbs up like button. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. So starting off here with this post from Edo Farina, they posted on Twitter saying, boom, Justin SEC drops lawsuit against Ripple XRP executives. Ripple has completely destroyed the SEC. It's a massive win for XRP. And in this case posting, we can see it says, Dear Judge Torres, Plaintiff Securities and Exchange Commissioner SEC respectfully notifies the court of the stipulated dismissal of the SEC's pending claims against defendants Christian Larson and Bradley Garlinghouse, individual defendants. So with this, we also have here an article from CoinDesk. They say SEC drops charges against Ripple at CEO Garlinghouse, Chairman Larson. The regulator had included them as defendants in a securities violation case revolving around XRP transactions. And the agency now says it's just pursuing the central Ripple case. Ripple's top leaders are cleared in the SEC securities violation accusations that have spent years winding their way through federal courts. The case is seen as one of the bellwethers in the ongoing dispute between the crypto industry and SEC in what defines a security. So one of the things that I want to highlight before we do move further on with this posting is that think about this. Key individuals that are tied in with the project, if lawsuits are being dropped against them, their reputations are now going up, right? It looks like they're more respectable, they're more trustworthy, and with that, the projects that they're tied to, people will be a little bit more open-minded to those things. So yes, the court case is still ongoing with XRP Ripple itself, but the individuals behind the company, the SEC, no longer pursuing that. And by the way, the stuff that's going on with XRP in the court cases anyways, it looks like they're more than likely going to win. Things have been weighing very heavily in their favor as the court proceedings have been moving forward. But let's go ahead and read on with this article. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, will no longer pursue claims that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse or Executive Chairman Chris Larson aided and abetted the company in violating federal securities laws in its XRP transactions, canceling a trial scheduled for next year and giving the crypto company another victory in the agency's long-running suit against it. According to a filing Thursday afternoon, the parties agreed to voluntarily dismiss the suit against the two executives with prejudice, meaning it cannot be filed again. The SEC will continue pursuing its claims against Ripple, the filing said. For nearly 3 years, Chris and I have been the subject of baseless allegations from a rogue regulator with a political agenda, said Garlinghouse in a statement. Instead of looking for the criminals stealing customer funds on offshore exchanges that were courting political favor, the SEC went after the good guys. Ripple won a major, if partial, victory in July, when the judge overseeing the case ruled that the company had not violated federal securities laws in making XRP available to retail investors by putting it on exchanges. In the same ruling, Judge Annalisa Torres said that the company had violated federal securities law in selling XRP directly to institutional investors. It's this second part where the SEC and Ripple will continue discussions. Thursday's filing indicated. Quote, the SEC and Ripple intend to meet and confer on a potential briefing schedule with respect to the pending issue in the case. What remedies are proper against Ripple for its Section 5 violations with respect to its institutional sales of XRP, the filing said. An SEC spokesperson declined to comment. A Ripple press release described the filing as a, quote, surrender, and the original pursuit as, quote, absurd theatrics. The price of XRP jumped about 4.1% on the news to 51 cents earlier this month. An attempt by the SEC to appeal its court loss in the Ripple case was denied. The SEC has experienced a series of litigation setbacks in its wide-ranging pursuit of crypto firms it says are violating securities laws. SEC Chair Gary Gensler has argued that virtual all currencies should be considered securities in the jurisdiction of agency oversight, but U.S. judges have repeatedly declared it's not so simple. In the near-term absence of crypto regulatory laws from Congress, these court battles may end up setting the U.S. standards by which the government approaches digital assets. In the meantime, Ripple said it's now doing almost 90% of its business beyond the U.S. borders. Catherine Kirkpatrick Boss, the chief legal officer for Cboe Digital, responded in a post on X that the agency may have dropped the cases against the individuals as a legal tactic. This means they can proceed to appeal the Ripple decision much sooner. Otherwise, they would have had to wait until the conclusion of that trial in the late spring, she wrote. And that's the end of the article. So I'd love to know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Do you think this is a tactic by the SEC trying to move forward more against the actual company and the cryptocurrency token itself? Or do you think this is them just surrendering on this? I'm going to have another video of something very interesting that Gary Gensler had said. So keep an eye out for that video as well. And that's what I got for you in this video. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeman.com, Victor Vegas, Safeman Oz for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. I have a Telegram group. You can find the link down in the description below. That is Team Crypto Atlas. I'd love to have you guys be a part of that. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.